I don't really understand the Dutch people who have always emigrated and sort of expected to be welcomed in all different continents. But when the thing happened here, people come here, then all of a sudden they turn around and they are not in favor anymore of this movement of immigration. That's a negative aspect, and that has influenced so many people. And that not also what happened in other countries, in Germany, so many Turkish organizations there, and people doing their own things, their own businesses and so on. I am a Dutch citizen, born in Zaandam, North Holland, north of Amsterdam, in 1940, beginning of the Second World War. After I finished school, there was a choice of not going to the army training, and then I went to South Africa. I've always been interested in different kind of music, and especially European classical music, but also Afro-American jazz music. My connection with musicians who became Muslim from South Africa also, that has affected my coming to Islam. When old acquaintance of me, friend of me from South Africa, when he became a Muslim and he came back he had been to the United States, and is well known now, he's quite well known musician, composer. He told me that, he said, it is not enough to just believe in one God, but you just anybody just do what he like, and also just going to church or to mosque once in so many times, once in a year or once in a month or once in a week, is not enough. Everything you do should be an expression of your belief, your gratitude, thanking God and praising Him. That is a very thing which made me really think another way, make me think another way. And that is, I think that's for me the turning point, yes.
Islam is not a peace-loving religion. It's an evil ideology that has ensconced itself as a life-threatening monster in our society.
The problem is a political problem. I think that is a very unfortunate development, but really, when we became Muslim, that time in the 70s, it was the other way. It was going the other way, because that is just aftermath of the Second World War. People grew up and they had experienced, their parents or their grandparents had experienced this fascist, and they'd been fighting them. But after that, in another way, they came back again. In Turkey, it was quite natural for the children to learn Quran and so on, and both Moroccan and Turkey, to go to Quran school, madrasa, and so on and so forth. It's no problem. They were quite used to that. But here they had to fight for that. And they had the resistance because other people, it is another language, not only other language, or the other alphabet. And then they accuse also sometimes that Muslim, the imams, they were illiterate in alphabet. They are literate, but in another alphabet. Violence cannot solve this problem. So this has to be, always has to be people getting together and discussing the problem, the different attitudes, the different arguments, and bring it forward and discuss with each other and see how they can get together, live together.